Okay, so you got your gas tank out and you're ready to wire. But just a tip, these right here, your fill tank hose right here, sometimes will have like a turn like this one did on me where it's pointing towards here. It's a lot easier after you get it out to turn it down, because then you'll be able to get it tight through this little angle right here. So when you go to your wiring, these are your stock FPCMs right here and right here, okay? So if you look at the wiring harness on the A wire here, that's gonna be a gray wire on here, this first one. That's number 2. You would think this would be number 1 and number 2, but don't even go by that. This is usually number 1 and number 2. So this one right here, if you look at your wires, see that's, you want the red and violet on 1 and the gray wire on number 2. So that's number 2. This is number 1. And all you have to do to put the bracket on, the third FPCM it'll send on the bracket. So you're gonna take this nut, 2 nuts on top of the FPCM 1 bracket and pull it out, and then there's a bolt right here. You're gonna take that bolt out, put the bracket on, put the bolt back on, and your FPCM 1 back on. And then you can just plug the wires in. And then your 3 is gonna have a ground. So you're gonna come over here, run it through the side of your frame. You have to come on this side. And it's gonna go right here. There's other, I mean, it doesn't matter, you just wanna make sure it's a real good chassis ground. It has to be a good chassis ground. And then you're gonna take your wires, you'll have 2 wires of ground and a feed to the battery, and you're gonna feed it right down the well right here, and just, we have supplied zip ties. You can zip tie it all the way down through here. And there's a good little open hole right here where you can get it to where it tucks up underneath this thing right here. You're gonna bring it up and go up and attach it to your battery, and either your battery on the ground or good chassis ground, and then the battery on the positive, or on your power distribution box on a good positive. Okay, when you got your tank out, you're gonna take your lock off, and you're gonna notice it's gonna be in there like this. This right here, and if you look on your tank, it'll say a locator. You have to get this piece back in right, this locator piece. It's very important. It may fit in other positions, but it needs to be back in the tank, just like that. And then when you get this out, you're gonna have your float here, and it's pretty easy to take out. You've got a tab right here, and you're gonna pull out on it and down. You're gonna pull it out and push down on it, and it's gonna slide out. And then when you go to put it on the other one, it's super simple. You're just gonna get the tabs in right there, and it's gonna lock and click. And then you're just gonna attach your wires onto here. The next step you have is you have 3 Allens here, and you're gonna take this off right here, because you're gonna have to pull this vent system out, and it's gonna go right into there. And make sure you have it going the right direction also. Just look at the way, a good reference is the locking tab. You just put it the way it's locked in the locking tab. And to get this out, it's got 2 clips on both sides here. And what I normally do, because it's got O-rings and it can be a little tight, I just grab 2 screwdrivers, stick one in right here and pry it up so it stays open, and then get the other one. You work it out a little bit, and you'll see this lip come apart from there, and then you can take that screwdriver that you have and just pry it, and it should pop right out. Not very difficult. And if you break the tabs, not a big deal, because you're not reusing them anyways. So.